This is 99.9% identical also. She could not tell this was not Delina, and of course I didn't tell her. This smells a little artificial, but it almost smells like a pig. Like, it smells like pork. I don't know what song I'm singing. I don't know what's wrong with me, y'all. I think it's because, like, as much as I don't think I'm creative, I am. And so I'm always making up a song in my head. I'm always getting something stuck in my head. I'm always singing. I have a problem. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm doing a requested video. You guys wanted to see an Oakcha comparison video. So I recently did a video showcasing all my Oakcha fragrances, and Oakcha is a fragrance house that creates dupes, clones, what have you, of some more popular fragrances that are a lot more pricey. And you guys said in the video that you would love to see a comparison of the scents that I received versus the original that I have. So today we are doing that. Now, well, let's just get into the video. If you guys would like to see this video, then please keep watching. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know down below what your scent of the day is. I'm actually wearing one of these. And also let me know if you've tried Oakcha fragrances. I know a few of you guys reached out to me and told me that you have since tried them and you're loving them. So like I said, Oakcha is a brand that sells signature fragrances that are original to their line, but they also sell dupes. Now, I know that everybody is not a fan, proponent, or supporter of dupes. I, however, am, because I want what? The deal. All the time. I always want the deal. Unless the bottle is ugly or it has poor performance, give me the dupe. That's just how I am. Some things I won't mind paying more just for the bottle, and I'll be honest and say that, but I'm not afraid of a dupe. Also, I've recently gotten into fragrance mixing or layering or comboing, and I would much rather wear a dupe for layering purposes. So that's another reason why I think dupes can be very, very great. And also, Oakcha fragrances are all extrait de parfums, which means they have a super high concentration of oil. I can attest to it. They last and last and last. The performance is amazing, and they're all high quality, even the ones that I'm not the most in support of or a fan of the scent. So let's get started. Let's start with Torrid Day. So Torrid Day is a sweet and smoky vanilla and tobacco scent. This is supposed to be a dupe of Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. And I will say I don't own the original of Tobacco Vanille. This is actually my scent of the day. But I own the Fadon Tobacco Rouge, which smells very, very similar. So I wanted to include both of these fragrances. Neither are the original, but this is what I have because I like it a lot more. I'm gonna compare these two just so that we can do a little test. Y'all know I'm a nerd, and I'm using the back of a CVS receipt because that's what we have. So this is the Fadon scent. Now I will say that I love the Fadon scent. I'm wearing it today. It smells very, not peppery, but a little like nutmeggy. There is a note of nutmeg like in the middle. Whew, so I get vanilla, tobacco, nutmeg, and maybe other spices, maybe cardamom. It's a very vanilla spicy scent. I'm actually wearing it on my skin today, and it's just so beautiful. Now I will say when it dries down, I smell more of the tobacco on my skin, but the opening is a lot more sweet and just gourmandy, very yummy. I love this. The reason why I went for the Tobacco Rouge over the original Tom Ford is because Tom Ford scents do not last on me. They are also super expensive. So I'm not gonna spend that much money on something that I have to literally carry with me to reapply. I'm just gonna choose something different. So that's one reason why I think getting this dupe would be beneficial. So let's now spray Torrid Day. That rhymed. That was 2 sprays, but I should have done 1. Okay, very, very, very similar. I would say off first sniff, which these are gonna be first impression comparisons. Obviously, I'm not gonna wear them on each arm for like all day. This smells a little artificial, the Torrid Day, whereas the Fade Dawn smells like it has higher quality ingredients. It also smells more cinnamony, clove. It smells like it has spices. It's more well blended for sure. This one has like a plastic note to it. I would say out of the two, y'all already know what I'm gonna go with. It's the Fade Dawn Tobacco Rouge. Now, like I said, I wanted to include this in the video because I do have this and not the original. But if you are looking for the Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille, or however it's called, I would highly recommend this. The Oakcha one is not bad, but there's a plastic note to it that I know is not present in the Tom Ford. But the Tom Ford is more tobacco heavy, so I like this because it starts off very sweet and gourmandish and spicy. So my pick is going to be the Fade Dawn Tobacco Rouge. Neither the original or the Oakcha, but I still wanted to include that one just because I do have it. The next one we're gonna get into is one of my favorites. I'm gonna be comparing the Oakcha Madame Rose to the original Parfum de Marly de Lena. Now, the bottles look very similar. They try to use the same color so that you kind of think of the same fragrance. Bottles are very, very similar, obviously, besides the shape and such. So let's first spray Madame Rose. And I'm excited because I actually haven't compared the two side by side, but I just know that I love Madame Rose. So Madame Rose is a fresh, tart, citrusy rhubarb rose. It's just exuberant. That is the best way I could describe Delina. Now, I know that a lot of people are not a fan of Delina, but I love it. It's tart, it's vivacious, it's a pretty girl scent that gets you noticed. This is not something to wear when you don't want attention. You wear Delina when you want to be that girl. I love it. Okay, but let's spray the original Delina, which my strings are all messed up. I purchased this from a website that shall not be named because they treated me so poorly as an influencer when I was trying to work with them. But they do have good customer service in that they sent me a replacement bottle because the fragrance was also leaking. So, okay, we're just gonna do one. Wait, let me do two. That wasn't a full spray. Okay, y'all, so I have Delina and Madame Rose. This is the same. This is the same scent. I smell maybe 1% difference. Madame Rose maybe smells a bit more green in the opening. But to the naked nose, and when I say naked nose, I mean someone who's not necessarily in the fragrance community, not someone like myself who collects fragrances, you can't tell the difference. I wore Madame Rose on vacation and I went out to lunch with my aunt. Hi, if you're watching. She loves Delina. She could not tell this was not Delina, and of course I didn't tell her. Yeah, Madame Rose is the best Delina dupe I've ever tried. 99.9%, I would say. Identical. You're not going to be able to tell a difference. And I have about 3 Delina dupes that I've tried in my lifetime. Usually Delina dupes are horrible. They smell very alcoholic. They get almost there to Delina, but not quite. This is the best. So I love my Delina dupe. I'm able to have something to mix with. So I wear my original Delina when I want to wear it on its own. I mean, I totally could with the Madame Rose from Oakcha, but I love layering with this because I don't want to use a $300+ bottle to layer. So if you are looking for Delina and you don't want to spend that much, I would highly recommend Madame Rose. I can only tell 0.1% difference. Super, super similar. This is the best Delina dupe I've ever tried, hands down. I'm running out of paper. I'm gonna have to spray in the air. Okay, the next scent I want to compare is Oakcha's Rue, which is a dupe for Le Labo Santal 33. So they used a white bottle because the label for Le Labo is like a cream off white. Now, I remember smelling these separately and detecting a difference, but let's see. So first I'm gonna spray the Oakcha version. And y'all, most of these fragrances are under $50. I tried to get them to send me a coupon code, but I don't know if they just don't do that. But if you place an order and there's a section on the website to say how you found out about Oakcha, just drop my name down below. I told them that so many of you guys love their brand and maybe eventually I'll get a coupon code, but they also have sales. So keep your eye on the website and sign up for the email list. Okay, so this is Rue. This smells like Santal 33 to me. Very sandalwood heavy and musky and leathery. Okay, so now let's spray the original Santal 33. I'm using a clothing tag because this is all I have. Try to not get it. Oh, I got it all over my hand like an idiot. Okay, this is the original. This is the dupe. I can't really smell it. There we go. Okay. I don't detect the difference. This is the original, this is Oakcha. This is 99.9% identical also. Wow. I even think the Oakcha smells stronger on the card. I think the Oakcha has probably more percentage of parfum oil in it because this is loud on the card and this is a little soft. But it's the same scent. Wow. So based upon these two fragrances side by side, I would say the Oakcha wins at performance. It has a louder presence than the Santal 33, which I have always found on me does not last very long and sits closely to the skin. So, giving my honest opinion, because y'all know we're honest over here, Oakcha's Rue is the winner, and I am shocked. I'm shocked because, I mean, I shouldn't be shocked. These fragrances use a high concentration of fragrance oil, and I don't get great performance with my Santal 33. The reason why I have it, and I'll just be honest, is because the bottle is personalized. So if you care about the aesthetic, the look and feel of the bottle, go with Le Labo. But if you care about longevity, performance, and sillage, because there's a higher concentration of oil, and I have not found any Le Labo scent to last very long, I would go with Rue. I am shocked, you guys. I mean, I wish you could smell it. The scent is so light from the Le Labo. Wow. So Oakcha definitely wins for that one. Wow, I'm so shocked. Swevin from Oakcha, and this is a dupe of Maison Francis Kurkdjian's Baccarat Rouge 540. Now, y'all know that Baccarat Rouge 540, aka Sexy Band-Aids, is one of my favorite fragrances. I know that a lot of people think it's quote unquote basic now. I don't think any fragrance is basic. There are even fragrances that I dislike, Aquilina's Pink Sugar, that I don't think is basic. I just think it's not my personal preference. So I will never call Baccarat Rouge 540 basic, but it is overly done, I would say. I know people who live in Atlanta like myself think that everybody wears it. I very rarely smell a ton of people out wearing it. Now, if you go to like a strip club or a mall or a lounge, people are going to be wearing this. But in everyday life, most 20 and up people are not going to pull Baccarat Rouge out every day. It's just not one of those scents to me. So Oakcha has a dupe, Swevin. Now let me find some paper. Hold on. Okay, because we're in the beauty room, I'm gonna have to use product boxes to spray. First, we're gonna spray Swevin, which is the dupe. I'm gonna spray it on the top. Okay. It's very Baccarat Rouge 540-ish. There is like a bitter note in here that I don't remember in the original. So I don't think this is exact. Let's try the original Baccarat Rouge 540, which to me, I call it Sexy Band-Aids because it's medicinal. You know how old school Band-Aids used to smell, like the brown ones? They smelled sweet and medicinal, and that's this scent, of course, a more luxurious version, but I love it. Okay. The thing with Baccarat Rouge is sometimes I go nose blind to it, which I think is kind of happening here. Okay, the first thing I'm noticing is that the Oakcha scent has better sillage just off first spray. It's radiating more off of this card and it has a stronger presence. Wow. It's not a spot on dupe though. The Baccarat Rouge 540 is more well blended. I smell more of the ambergris in here. And it's just different. I can't really put my finger on it. This has like something green in it. It's pulling green where the Baccarat pulls sweet and herbal. This is pulling sweet and green. Like green as in like patchouli-ish, though I don't think patchouli is a note in here. So for me, I prefer the original Baccarat Rouge 540 over the Swevin just because this has an interesting note that I don't find to be, it's just kind of different. But once again, to the naked eye, to the naked nose, to someone who is not a frag head, someone who just wants a Baccarat Rouge-ish scent without the price tag, because this is over $300, you can't go wrong with Swevin. It does project more, so you're winning in that area. But to my nose, the original smells better. Now, it could dry down to smell very similar, like wearing it on your skin for 3 to 4 hours. But yeah, it's like a green celery note. If you know Tiziana Terenzi, Spirito Fiorentino, or Fiorentina, I think it's Spirito Fiorentino, that's what this smells like. That gave me a celery note, a green celery note, and this is what the Swevin gives me. But it's not bad. It's just a little tart and different. So I would say the Baccarat Rouge 540, the original, is my favorite. But if you're looking for something that is less expensive and probably lasts just as long, I would say try Swevin. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Baccarat. Okay, I almost forgot the last one. So the last scent from Oakcha is Ineffable. And this, it's so beautiful. Ineffable is actually a dupe of Creed's Aventus for him. And I actually don't have the original. I have the Hachivat. But Hachivat and Aventus are very, very similar. They're often compared. Now, I'll put a picture of the original Nishane Hachivat across the screen. And I think Ineffable means like highly desirable or something. I'll put the exact definition across the screen. Y'all know I'm a nerd, so I like things like that. Let's spray Ineffable. And I'm going to spray it on my hand. Y'all, if you could see the concentration of oil on my hand, ooh. Okay, so I'll first sniff. This smells like a pineapple, lime, citrus, musky, maybe patchouli. Very strong scent. It is very reminiscent of cologne for a man. Nishane's Hachivat, I would say overall, is more masculine smelling. I go back and forth with whether or not I need this scent. Because it is beautiful, but it's so masculine to me. It's pineapple, but not a sweet pineapple. It's a tart pineapple. Okay, so let's spray, well, this one is a dabber, so I can't spray it, but let's dab the Nishane Hachivat. Okay. Whew, that is very strong. I have to let that dry down. That's what I remember. I remember Nishane's Hachivat just being so strong. Like, it is a beast. But Nishane fragrances overall are very beastly in terms of performance and projection and longevity. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think I like the Oakcha fragrance. Now, they both have an amazing concentration of oil that I can see just from what's on my hand. On me, this turns, the Nishane Hachivat turns a little suede-y. And like, this is gonna sound weird, but it almost smells like a pig. It smells like pork. I don't know what that note is or if it's just me. But it smells like I've just walked into Fat Matt's on Piedmont in Atlanta. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not, it just smells very porkish. I don't know what that is. No, thank you. So for that alone, I'm gonna go with the Oakcha's Ineffable. Now that could also be just because I've been spraying so much today and maybe something got on my hand. But there was nothing on my hand before spraying it. Now as it sits, that pork scent is fading away. And it just smells like lime. I don't see this too much as a pineapple forward scent. I get a lot of lime. So yeah. I'm not a fan of the Hachi Rot. It's drying down to smell less piggish, but of the two, I'm definitely going for Ineffable. And I will just say, Creed fragrances are far too expensive. I will never buy a Ventus for him because I have Ineffable. Now there are some Creed fragrances I would like, but because this smells so similar to the original, which I have tried, and it's not piggy smelling, and it also has a high concentration of oil, I'm just gonna go with this. So another winner for Oakcha. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was like a little fun experiment. Y'all know that I am a nerd at heart. I always wanted to be a researcher. And so this was like a fun experiment, just testing out the different fragrances. Like I said in the beginning, I didn't test longevity, so that will vary from person to person. But Oakcha actually won 3 times today. So shout out to Oakcha. But overall, it's definitely going to depend on your specific preferences and also just if you think buying dupes is worth it. But I would say for the price of Oakcha fragrances, you can't go wrong, and they have so many sales, so I definitely think it's worth it trying. My favorite is definitely the Madame Rose, just because I wear this the most, but I was surprised with Rue. I'm never going to repurchase Le Labo Santal 33. So that's interesting. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you for watching. Let me know if you have any comments or questions down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!